Hi guys, Blush Lily here, and welcome to another pick a card reading. In this one, we're going to be taking a look at what you guys don't see coming. So if you're ready to unveil the mysteries of unexpected events, twists and turns, stick around. This is the right reading for you. Let's take a look at today's options, yeah? So option number 1, you guys get the fluorite crystal. Option number 2, amethyst wants to be your crystal today. And option number 3, you guys get the clear quartz. So don't overthink your decision. If you do need a bit more time to choose your crystal, pause the video because we're going to go ahead and get started with option number 1. Option number 1, if you guys were drawn to the fluorite, let's put your crystal upright so it can help me channel your energies and find out what you guys don't see coming. Let's start off with the Lenormand over here, and then I'll probably use one of the tarot decks, maybe an oracle deck. We'll see. We'll see. Channeling life, being in the flow, to find out what you guys don't see coming. Option number 1. All right, let's take a look. Okay. So guys, even before I start channeling the energies of what you guys don't see coming, there's a very strong connection of you and nature. Even the fact that you were drawn to the fluorite, which has like this layers of, you know, like sort of the beautiful sky over here, the grass over here, right? It's this energy where you would really benefit right now from connecting to nature. And if you're feeling a little bit sick, like I am at the moment, you would really benefit from natural remedies. So from different herbs and spices and maybe natural essential oils. Okay, they just gave me this like little insight that I should deliver to you. Anyways, back to what you guys don't see coming. Like you didn't see coming, this little insight. Anyways, the Garden card talks about social invitation to social gatherings, social events, communicating with a lot of people. And a lot of you guys are introverts and you're like, oh my God, Blush Lily, what? All right, but you know, before you roll your eyes at me and tell me that this is not your pile, this is coming through such a beautiful energy. Like this is something to get you out of your comfort zone, but it's something about doors opening for you, right? There's something about meeting somebody important at this event, and it could be held outdoors now, right? It could be held outdoors. It could be semi-outdoors with a patio or something along those lines. Some of you guys, it's a barbecue, literally somebody inviting you out for a barbecue, maybe out on a picnic. But it's a really nice social event and you're not going to feel uncomfortable, maybe just a little bit. But once you get there, it's this energy where people are actually friendly, where people are communicating with one another, where you might be introduced to somebody who's really, really important. So it's kind of like this energy where you're learning about a new part of yourself, right? And it's kind of like you're questioning your previous beliefs. That has to do with communicating with people, right? Because it might be that you guys have been around a lot of people who are draining, and that's why maybe you're so drawn to Mother Gaia. Maybe that's why you're so drawn to nature, because it helps you recharge. But here's this energy where your spiritual team is coming through and saying it's time for them to realize that people can be draining, yes, but they can also be, sources of resource. Right? They can also be sources of fun, of feeling good, right? New connections. It doesn't have to be that you become best friends with somebody, but what you guys don't see coming is like sort of a different perspective from this like particular situation. And a lot of you might be thinking, oh my God, okay, I don't know if I want to go or if I want to stay, but I see a lot of you going. And it's going to be like almost like a surprise invitation. And it might be coming with your, like, you know, it could be that your friend gets an invite and they get the +1. And they're like, girl, or like, boy, will you come with me? Will you like Because it could be like I'm seeing for some of you, like at this event, there might be like somebody that your friend likes and you sort of just tag along, but you end up meeting some really amazing people there. And again, I feel that for some of you might be making some really important connections, right? Networking that will in turn help you with your job. For some of you, it could be something romantic. Let me see. But Garden is a beautiful card. It has so many meanings, but it's this energy of the energy of getting out of your comfort zone, especially if you guys are introverts. So it could be in like 20 days or on the 20th or the 21st. I like the progression that we're having over here with the mountain. Yeah, it could be that, you know, this particular situation helps you overcome some sort of problem, because mountains is usually about overcoming something. It's about testing our limits. So it looks like you guys are going to be getting out of your comfort zone a little bit, but it's going to take you to the mountain top. This is what they're telling me. An energy of ascension. So it's this vibe where you guys are meeting people who are really going to help you overcome some sort of difficulty. For some of you, it's a woman. You guys could be 29. Yeah, it's almost like a fated thing. Oh my gosh, I absolutely love it. Option number 1. You guys about to become like stars. You guys about to become wealthy. Because they're telling me, again, you're entering a place in your life where everything starts leveling up. Okay, especially with the stars and the fish. It's this energy where the universe is kind of moving you towards the fulfillment of your dreams. And especially if you guys are dreaming of being a star, if you're dreaming of working with the stars, especially if you're dreaming of meeting somebody who's quite famous, yeah, or again, becoming famous yourself, or getting like a sponsorship or a deal or an invite somewhere, I see this coming. And it's interesting, you guys don't see it coming, but the cards see it coming. Because it's such like a beautiful, like everything is really beautifully entangled and put together. And there's something that's fated over here. So for a lot of you, I'm seeing you guys meeting a very important woman who's somehow connected to either like a producer, to a person, like she's influential, incredibly influential, this woman. And she's coming through as a friend to you. Even if you don't know her, she's friendly. She will want to help you, want to give you some guidance, advice, introduce you to some people. Especially, I feel like if you guys are very young, she might be like, I don't know, in her 40s, 50s, 60s. Like there's going to be maybe for some of you a big age difference, and she will kind of have this feeling of wanting to help you out with something. Even if there is no big age difference, but I feel for a lot of you there will be. And she will want to make you, there's something about making your wishes come true and connecting you to the right people so that you guys can get this wealth. Can get this abundance. And with the stars, again, it's this hope, this inspiration. You guys might have a really good idea, or you might be able to show your work to somebody, like pitch something. Pitch a really good idea, pitch your work, pitch your, I don't know, creation, show them your YouTube channel, or even showcase your talent. And if you guys are really good at singing, she'd be like, all right, let's hear you sing. And you're like in front of all these people, and they're like, yeah. So it's kind of going to take you out of your comfort zone, but this is sort of like the answer to your prayers, where you're co-creating with the universe in order to create this beautiful path. This is something so profound, guys. This is something unexpected. I bet you definitely don't see this coming, right? And I feel, again, it could be 20, 21 days. For some of you, it's within the next month, and this is a timeless reading. Let's take a look at what else you guys don't see coming. And I want to get a little deeper about this romantic connection that I was feeling for some of you. Let's dive a little bit deeper there, yeah, with the romantic tarot. And there we go. So it's May now. Some of you guys might be meeting somebody in June. Like the 6th or the 7th, the 8th of June. Because we have the Lovers. The Lovers card that's coming through. And isn't it amazing how I was just talking about lovers, how I was just talking about love, how I was just talking about romantic interest, and then the Lover card from Tarot shows up. So this talks about you being smitten by somebody, somebody being smitten by you, and once again getting introduced to somebody at this particular event, at this social gathering, with whom you might end up being in this loving and romantic relationship with. There could be Gemini, you guys could be Gemini, it could even be your birthday or somebody's birthday over here. But they keep telling me like life is going to pick up, like the tempo, the energy. Because I don't know, maybe you've done some healing, maybe you've like released some blocks and yeah, you kind of been, you saw it coming. You saw it coming, guys. And once again, there's like something mystical about this whole thing with the stars and the fish. It's this energy of somebody really helping you out. With the High Priestess, a woman that has access to knowledge. A woman that has access to, I don't know, she might even be somebody who's psychic. She might be somebody who's very intuitive over here. Scorpio energy could be coming through. All major arcanas, guys. A major transformation where you're leaving something or somebody behind. And it's all fated. It's all fated. It's all predestined. And I know I keep saying that we are all masters of our destiny, but there's some things, some pivotal points in our map of life that we end up in, no matter which way we take. You see what I'm saying? There's certain life lessons that we're going to have to go through anyways. How we get there is up to us, but eventually we get there. And here you're getting this guidance. So what you don't see coming is this major transformation when it comes to your love life because of this meeting. Because they're telling me things change. Things change big time. For the better. I think you guys might have been in this energy of mourning. Mourning maybe somebody who passed away. Mourning your love life. I hear for some of you, like literally feeling like, okay, you know what, my love life has been dead for a very long time. And now you're done mourning and now you're like, you know what, F it. I'm alive. So why shouldn't my love life be alive? And you end up going back out there, putting yourself back out there, and you're going to be surprised because what you guys don't see coming is how popular you're actually going to be with the gender that you're interested in. Yeah, whether it's males or females, you're going to be very popular. And definitely meeting people here and like creating maybe your own communities, because you're finally saying goodbye to something here. To old way of living, to an old relationship. So it's almost like I feel like a brand new stage in your life. And it's going to feel very, very scary at first because it's something that's unexpected. And you might be tempted to go back to the old way of thinking, to the old way of believing. But they're telling me, no, you're not. Eventually, you're going to move forwards. And it's going to feel incredibly good, incredibly liberating. And I'm going to pull one more card, guys, for you as an advice from your spiritual team. Excuse the sniffles. I caught a cold. I caught a cold. or the cold caught me. All right, let's take a look at the advice for you from your spiritual team. Our 7 sisters, birthing creations, tapestry of life, and expression. Yeah, definitely, guys. A lot of you guys are creatives. Over here might have been born on the 7th, or 7 might be your lucky number. Yeah, and they're telling me that what you guys don't see coming and what you should be aware of is that there's so much inspiration and imagination within you, and you should let it run free. Absolutely. Absolutely. And use your life as your canvas. So the same way that you would go, and you would take a look at the picture and you would just start mixing different colors and different, pictures or like using different brush strokes. So I'm not that familiar with with painting and art, but you know what I'm saying. They're saying do the same with your life. Experiment and express yourself. You don't have to keep painting the same pictures over and over again. So that's what I say for you. Option number 1. Don't forget to claim the magic of this reading down in the comments below by saying I claim it. Like, share, subscribe. Helps the channel grow. Helps me energetically. Lets me know that you guys like what you've seen. I want to give a big shout out to my lovely patrons. Thank you so much for your fantastic support. If you guys are interested in becoming my patron, giving me the support and getting access to exclusive content that's only available on Patreon, make sure to check the link in the description box below. And if you guys are up for a personal read, do send me an email. It's also in the description box below. And yeah, take care of your beautiful selves now. Bye. Option number 2, if you guys were drawn to the amethyst crystal, putting the crystal upright so it can help me channel your energies. Let's go ahead and find out what you guys don't see coming. So we're gonna start off with the Lenormand cards, and then I'll take a look at the tarot and maybe an oracle deck as well. What don't you see coming? Option number 2. Okay, my darlings, a very interesting energy that came through over here. There's someone in your surrounding that has been affecting you negatively for a very long time without you realizing, okay? It's somebody who has been quite negative, somebody who's quite pessimistic all of the time. And I think this is somebody who you trust, or you have to spend a lot of time with, okay? It could be your colleagues, it could be your frenemies, okay? And what you guys don't see coming is this energy where you decide that enough is enough. I don't know, it's this vibe where you literally like catch somebody saying something to other people about you. So I don't know, I feel for a lot of you guys, you're in like this situation where you kind of been wondering, can this person be trusted? So it's like your intuition was telling you one thing, and then your mind was telling you another thing. And it could be that maybe you're dependent on these people, or you really love those people. And when we love people, we can be blind to, you know, how they truly treat us, how they, like, you know what I'm saying? And here, like these 3 cards in the Lenormand, they're quite strong cards, in a sense where people start changing things, right? And I see it's like, you know, mice when they nibble at your confidence little by little, little by little, little by little, yeah? And whips is when we try to force something. So it could be when somebody was really maybe trying to manipulate you to do something, or somebody who was, give me a second, I'm just trying to understand, because it's such a complex situation It's not just black and white. It's not just good or bad, because nobody's ever good or bad. It's all a mix of things. And here what you guys don't see coming is like a very unexpected reaction from yourself. Like you're literally going to surprise yourself, because you're going to cut it off. Like it's this energy where you finally stand up for yourself, and it's going to surprise you. It's going to shock you, and it's going to shock a lot of people. Because I think option number 2, you're somebody who's quite patient, you're somebody who's quite understanding, you're somebody who's used to maybe people, maybe putting other people first. Because like you were always conditioned to be somebody who has to understand, who has to be patient, who has to do this and this and this and this and this. And you grew up and like you started putting a lot of people before you. And it became the norm. So what you guys don't see coming over here is you being fed up of it, right? And it comes suddenly. And it could be that you end up maybe having an argument with somebody, or using some harsh words, or literally telling people to F off, right? But it's so liberating over here. It's because let me be honest with you, option number 2, I feel for a lot of you, my darlings, you had issues, or you have issues with your boundaries. And I know exactly what you're going through, because I had this issue for a very, very long time. I was always putting people first. I was always saying, okay, well, they have their reasons for being shitty to me. They have their reasons for not wanting me to succeed. Like I have to be understanding. I have to do this and I have to do that. And then one day I was like, you know what? No, I really don't, because I'm a human being too. And I don't deserve this. And I feel this is what you guys don't see coming, is finally realizing that these people, as of lately, they've done nothing but bring you down and hold you down. And you're cutting them off. So there is this energy of kind of shocking everybody and shocking yourself, but in a good way. Because it will feel scary, and honestly your palms might start sweating, and you might have like this increased heart rate, and your voice might shake, and you might even start crying. But it's something that you really need to do, because this energetically, when I'm looking at this energetically, it's one big drain. It's like literally, when I have energy vampires, this is what I feel that these people have been doing. Option number 2, and you don't deserve it. Like you don't deserve it at all. Yeah, for a lot of you guys, honestly, it's this vibe where you're changing a place of work. The stork is all about new beginnings. The stork is all about finding a place that's truly comfortable, okay? And it could quite possibly be that you're leaving some sort of community that was toxic to you, right? It was really toxic. It might have been disguising itself as something else, but really it was toxic. So with the stork over here, you're all about new beginnings, right? And you will feel this wind of change. You will feel this desire, and you definitely don't see that coming. And I feel for a lot of you, it's because it's not that you didn't want to leave, but you kind of didn't know where to go and what to do and what to expect. And here with the stork, there is going to be a new opportunity. And I feel you might have been saying, okay, when I will have a new place to go to, then I will go. And here it's the opposite. You become so upset, you become so fed up with this, that you're like, okay, you know what? I don't even care that I have nowhere to go. I'm leaving. Because this is too toxic. This is too draining. And the funny thing is, what you guys don't see coming is there's literally going to be an opportunity just around the corner. The same I feel for you, my dears, if you are living in a toxic environment, or literally there could be pests for some of you, like literally pests. And you're like, okay, you know what? No, bye. And you're finding a new home, a new apartment that's so much better. So maybe it's like, sometimes we don't, like, it's not worth fighting with somebody. It's not worth fighting with somebody or with something. Sometimes it's easier just to say goodbye and walk away. Let me see what else you don't see coming. But definitely for a lot of you guys, there's a new place, a new energy, a new community. And you standing tall, because the storks, they have, look at those beautiful long legs, and you're standing tall. And you're proud of yourself, really proud of yourself. And now you know what you're capable of. And you're finding your own place. A message. There's some important news coming your way. Incredibly important news, really good news, letters, documents. Let me see what it's about, the writer. Okay. Okay, from a man. Does it have something to do with love? Were you guys drawn to option number 1 as well? Because you guys are going to get an invite from a man over here, but it's different energy to option number 1. You're going to get an invite from a man, a message, whom you have met at a social event that might have had something to do with either your family or something to do with healthcare over here. Okay? So you might get an invite to a job interview over here from a male. You might email them yourselves. But they keep telling me, okay, social event that has to do with family or that has to do with medicine. A message from an important man who's either like he's looking in the other direction. It's either that you didn't see him before or he didn't see you before, but now it's time for you to meet. Okay, show me why is it time for you to meet? Is it love or work or hold on? For some of you, it's meeting a woman. Yeah, it has a lot to do with abundance. It has a lot to do with money, you guys. Fish is all about abundance. Fish is all about prosperity, new opportunity, job. It's this energy of feeling confident. It's prosperity. It is prosperity. Some of you guys could be Pisces over here. You could be dealing with Pisces, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energies coming through very strongly. I don't know, maybe you guys are going to go to the same event as option number 1. They had this event come through as well. Okay, show me more. Let's talk to Tarot. Show me more why this meeting is important. Yeah, for a lot of you, my darlings, it's about being adventurous, meeting a person from far away. Maybe that's why, that's why you never met him. Maybe it's a person from somewhere else. They're giving me a different location, but it could quite possibly be a romance that's coming through over here. A man with either brown or brown reddish hair. Might have a white car, white or gray car. And he will help set you free from something. Yeah. He will help you get out of like a difficult situation, guys. Financially, but there's also lust over here that's coming through. Lust, romance. And guidance. Guidance, somebody acting as a mentor, somebody showing you something. Teaching you something important. And again, could be a Taurus. So this person could be like a boss or a boss's son. And they might help you figure out a way to maybe study abroad or to teach something abroad. getting surgeons for somebody. Like maybe somebody is a surgeon, maybe somebody wants to become a surgeon. Somebody wants to teach something. And it kind of takes you in a completely different direction. Okay, let me see about the love stuff, the romance stuff. Does it lead anywhere, or is it just like a romantic encounter? It leads you to making a choice. Making a choice. But again, it's a fated event. Very much like with option number 1, this is a fated event. So you're kind of choosing something over here. Again, you might be choosing between two people. And you end up making the right decision with the Wheel of Fortune. So it could quite possibly turn into something long-term over here. Option number 2. Could quite possibly turn into something that's long-term. And good, it's like about leveling up, 9 of Pentacles. Teaching about being your own boss, teaching about being your own boss, gathering information about becoming your own boss. Like this person acts like they have this VIP pass, they have the key. This is what they're telling me, because the Hierophant, this is what they have the key. And I'm surprised the key card hasn't come up with you, Norman. Yeah, so it's a person from abroad that is dealing with money, the Bear, with finances, money, could be a banker. But it's bringing you a lot of happiness with the Sun. Happiness, joy, abundance, and the key. They keep telling you the key. Like they're showing you the way. They're guiding you. Beautiful. And incredibly exciting, guys. Incredibly exciting. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at let's go ahead and take a look at the spiritual advice for all of those things you don't see coming from your spiritual team. Child of Cosmos, the intelligence of the universe lies within you. Okay, so the advice over here is for you not to feel separate from the world, for you not to feel like, not to feel like you don't have anything to offer. And I think you've been feeling this lately. I think this is why, you know, people have been trying to tell you, these toxic people, that you have to be wiser, smarter, that you need another degree, that you need to be a certain way, act a certain way, have a certain amount of money in your bank account. But they're telling me, no, you guys need to understand that you're the child of Cosmos and you're precious, whether you know something or you don't. And they're saying, don't be afraid to have this childlike energy again. But remember that you have a lot of knowledge within you. You have a lot to offer. The intelligence of the universe lies within you. So they keep saying, like, you also have a lot to offer. So don't downplay yourself when it comes to relationships, when it comes to situations that have to do with your work. They keep saying, don't downplay yourself. Because even though you might not have the degree, or you might not have the, the conventional looks of beauty, you have something that's truly yours. You have something that's authentic yours, and it's of value, even if other people don't see it, or they don't see it yet. You have to remember that you have it, and you have to see it. All right, lovely. Option number 2. Claim the magic of this reading down in the comments below. You know the drill. A lot of people have been doing it, and it does actually help. Helps the magic happen. Yeah, you're letting the universe know that you're agreeing. If you guys are up for a personal read, send me an email. The details are in the description box below. And of course, a big shout out to my lovely patrons. Thank you so much for your support, my darlings. And if you guys are interested in becoming a patron, the link is down in the comment below. And yeah, that's all the formalities over. Take care of your beautiful selves now. Bye. Option number 3. Hi and welcome to your reading, my darlings. If you were drawn to the clear quartz, get comfy. Let's discover what you guys don't see coming. So I'm going to be using the Lenormand cards first, and then I'll use tarot and maybe a couple of oracle cards. Take a look what you guys don't see coming. This one wants to come out, so okay. What don't you see coming? I see you guys like surprises. Love. How about that? Hey, someone's going to surprise you. There's literally an energy of somebody coming out of nowhere. So this is especially, guys, if you are in a long distance relationship and you haven't seen your person for a very long time and you're fed up of this FaceTiming, you know, and Skyping and Zooming and whatever else you've been doing, yeah, and like sexting and all of that, like only thinking that the person only has a head and not seeing the other person's body. And I've been in a long distance relationship like that. I hated it. It's like, do you even have a body? But what you guys don't see coming, and this person making their way into your life. So I'm sorry if I ruined the surprise for some of you out there, but they're either coming unexpectedly, unannounced, or there's going to be an announcement really soon where they're going to tell you, you know what, baby, I can't do this anymore. And you'll be like, what? What do you mean you can't do it anymore? And he's like, or she's like, I can't be without you anymore. And they're like, all right, this is what I decided. I'm coming to see you, or I booked us a holiday, or, you know, we're ready to, like, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's decide on a place where we're going to live. Let's decide on all of the things that we need to decide on. And if you guys are completely single, there's an energy of meeting somebody who is going to make your heart sing. And especially for those of you who kind of felt like your heart was like made out of stone, covered by icicles and barbed wire, they're saying like, okay, get ready for an awakening, an explosion that is going to make your heart beat faster. That's going to put you in the energy of, you know, when you have those butterflies in your tummy and you're like, what the hell is going on with me? And that's what love is about, right? So there's definitely an energy of a meeting over here. And I want to let you know, option number 1, that you are the only option with whom I put the cards face down for now. And it's interesting, I said that you guys like surprises, and with clear quartz, people usually don't like surprises. People like to see 10 years ahead, 15 if possible. But here, it's this energy where you're gonna realize that sometimes a little surprise is exactly what you needed. That sometimes you don't need to see things like ahead for a very long time. Sometimes you let the life surprise you. You let other people surprise you. But what you guys don't see coming is this love. And I'm seeing for some of you, literally, they're showing me a corner. Like you're walking down the street and there's a corner. And you're very close to the end, like to the end of the street, to this corner. And you turn the corner and you see this person, or you meet this person. You could be even bumping into this person. And be like, oh, I'm sorry, oh no, I'm sorry. And then you start talking, or maybe you drop something. You know, it's kind of like a meet cute. And it's going to have a bit this like, you know, Hollywood vibe to it. But it does feel like out of nowhere. Now, for some of you, I feel that, you know, we have the wings over here. For me, this is always about flying, right? About flying, about maybe changing your location somewhere. So travel is a big one over here. It could be that what you guys don't see coming is that you're forced to travel. And I'm saying forced because it feels like you have no choice. It's either because of work, where they call you in and they're like, all right, you need to go there and there, and you need to have like this negotiation, or we're sending you on a exchange program, or you could be like you could be asked to be a bridesmaid or something, and like the wedding is somewhere where you need to take a boat or you need to fly to, yeah. So it's kind of like you're forced. Of course, you can always say no, yeah? Nobody can make you do anything you really don't want to do. But you will feel like you kind of don't have a choice and be like, oh, okay, whatever. So, and it ends up being like a surprise that the universe has for you, or surprise, you know what I'm saying? And you definitely don't see this coming. All right, let me see what else. Tree. Okay, guys, so when we're talking about trees, we're talking about good health. We're talking about connection to your roots. We're talking about this energy of having vitality. So what you guys don't see coming is, because of this love, because of this relationship, there's going to be a fantastic improvement when it comes to your health. And you know me, those of you who listen to my readings, I don't like to talk about health, but this is coming through very strongly. And a lot of our issues, they are because of us stressing, okay? And like even now, my cold, I got it after like I was really stressed out and I was upset for a very long time, and my immune system just got a little bit weaker than it usually is. And here are the consequences. But for you, what I'm feeling, guys, is just the overall energy where you're feeling more stable and you know where you are. Birds. Okay, so for some of you guys, what you don't see coming, and this is for those of you who are in a relationship, is a proposal. A proposal to either move in together, or a proposal to create like a nest, to a marriage proposal. Let that sink in. Because this energy again, because we have the wings over here, we have the wings over here, and maybe your long distance partner is going to invite you to them and be like, babe, I want to move in together. So choose a tree. So you might go house hunting. You might end up going house hunting together. Choose a tree. Choose the best tree for your beautiful nest. So there's loads of messages that are coming through over here. Now, another thing that you guys don't see coming is an invite to a wedding, maybe for some of you, where your friends are getting married, or one of your relatives, like maybe long distance relatives, are getting married, and you get an invite. But yeah, I did mention that, you could have a friend getting married in, in Greece or something. I don't know. Greece or Hawaii, or maybe Bali for some of you. Goa. Yeah, there you go. Here comes your man. Here comes your son. Option number 3. You're all about love today, aren't you? And it's also positive. And you know me, I don't do this whole sugarcoating thing. But it's looking very positive. So you guys might be dealing with somebody who's blonde. You don't have to be, but you're dealing with somebody who has this energy of a sunshine. You guys might be meeting somebody who's blonde. Who could be Leo. Who could be dealing with a Leo. But whatever it is, they keep telling me fun in the sun with a man, and the man is really hot. If there are males watching this and you're attracted to females, this could be your female, yeah? This is so much fun, guys. Like, this literally maybe going on a holiday with somebody. Of course, the snake had to come through. Okay. The man could be a doctor, by the way. A doctor or a real estate. Could be in the middle of a divorce. for some of you. Could be in the middle of a divorce. And yeah, I see you guys getting like loads of documents, preparing a lot of things. There's something to do with documentation over here with the Crossroads Tower. For some of you, and this is very specific for some of you, right? And you guys let me know with whom it resonated, but you have to hear it. If you're working in a medical field and you have been doing some research, that's something that has to do with the heart, maybe some medicine or something like this, because they keep showing me like, you know, pharmacy, research, things like this, that has to do with vitality, that has to do with health. You're getting some sort of seal of approval, or you're getting a registration or a trademark or something like this. And getting rid of a lot of toxic energies. So the snake sometimes is an indication of somebody who was your competition, yeah? Somebody who was trying to get your man, or somebody, you know, if you were stuck in a situation where maybe your man or your woman, there was somebody after them, that whole story is being over. It's like over. Like with the cross, it's like, that's it. Take care, bye. And Lilith, again, this is like a bouquet. So for a lot of you, it's like this person, there's something about this person deciding to marry you. If you guys are completely single, the wedding over here is like going to happen really soon after you meet this person. Okay. Since we're talking about love, let's talk to Tarot over here. And again, we have this energy of moving somewhere. Sagittarius energy. It could be interracial relationship. It could be a relationship with, you know, a relationship of two people who are from different backgrounds. And maybe a colleague from a different location. Let me see. For some of you, your friends or yourselves, you could be getting pregnant. So if it's not something that you're ready for, just keep that in mind. Take the necessary precautions. And a romance, guys, there's so much romance, there's so much love coming through. It's going to make your head spin, honestly. Have you been working on your sensuality, sexuality? Have you been watching my Patreon videos on why you're suppressing your sexuality, your femininity? Because here you're becoming, like the women over here, they're becoming incredibly feminine. And they start shining differently. Has nothing to do with makeup, clothes, nothing like that. From the inside, they become more noticeable. And the men over here, they like go crazy. Like literally, they go crazy for you. And it could be what you guys don't see coming is this like very passionate sexual encounter. Because we're all adult. Look at this. Look at this. King of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Here's your fireman. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Sagittarius, Leo. Guys, you are in for like a romance of a lifetime. Let me see if it's going to go anywhere. For some of you, yes. For some of you, it's this energy of commitment. And again, I feel like I'm reading for two different groups of people. There are people over here that are in a situationship or relationship and they're progressing. And then there are people who are completely single, have been single for forever and a day, And for both of you guys, it's the energy of something long-term. So it's like both of you wanting to invest in this relationship. And the fates and the universe doing the rest with the Wheel of Fortune over here. Nice. Now let's go ahead and take a look at what advice your spiritual team has for you when it comes to this whole beautiful energy of love and romance and relationships, quite possibly meeting your soulmate. What advice does your spiritual team have for you? Whale and Orca elders share your song frequency of sound, diving deep. Okay, so they're saying don't be afraid to explore your energies. A lot of you have been dealing with childhood trauma and they're literally applauding you. They're literally like standing ovation for the amount of work that you guys have done, for the amount of layers of subconscious mind that you guys shifted, and it's been difficult, it's been hard, and they see it. Okay, so they want you to understand that your song is your song. You don't have to repeat any patterns from your parents, great parents, great grandparents, right? You're creating your own story. And the frequency of sound over here is incredibly important, which means that your throat chakra is something that you should definitely be using. A lot of you guys are very good when it comes to communication. Yeah, when it comes to singing, when it comes to being convincing, when it comes to negotiating things. So they're saying use it. Use it, use it, use it. And don't be afraid to dive deep. Dive deep into your emotions, dive deep into your sexuality, dive deep in your self-acceptance. The deeper you go, the more treasure you're going to find, and the more valuable you're going to feel to yourself. And that's so incredibly important. And don't be afraid to go deep into your emotions of love, of desire, of sensuality, of sexuality, of lust, and all of those beautiful energies that have been dormant within you for a very long time. So that's what I see for you, option number 3. Don't forget to claim the magic of the reading, you know the drill. If you guys are up for a personal reading, do send me an email. The email's in the description box below. A huge shout out to my lovely patrons for their beautiful support. If you guys are interested in becoming one of my patrons and gaining access to exclusive content, additional discounts on personal readings, and much more, check out my Patreon page. The link to it is down in the description box for this video. And yeah, take care of your beautiful selves now, guys. Bye.